Carrying on from the previous video about converting a compressor into a vacuum pump. As I mentioned at the end of the last video, I needed to get some circuitry together in order to control when it turned on and off under vacuum, because the standard switch on it, first of all, I didn't have. I pulled it apart when I built the compound compressor, so I was completely missing all the control circuit from this compressor. So I had to basically start from new. Not that I'd be able to use the compressor control switch on this setup, but as you can see, I picked up a vacuum switch. Now this one's got some adjustment in it. I think 5 to 10 inches of mercury. It'll adjust up or down. It's set to around about a little over 25 inches of mercury on this one. And then the control circuitry. This is one of the printed boxes off my tornado cabinets. You can see I've just kind of reconfigured it a little bit there, changed things around so the switch is on the top rather than the bottom. It's running one of these KLD 28. Also, this is a YH02-A is another part number for it. These come both in 4-pin and 5-pin. This one here is a 5-pin, the one in it is a 4-pin. These 5-pin ones are good if you want to put a easily accessible emergency stop switch, but just the shape of the shoulder on these makes it work pretty well as an emergency stop. So if I run into a couple of situations where it would be better to have a proper emergency stop switch, then I might swap out to the KLD 28 with the 5-pin on it, and I'll put a separate emergency stop switch. Also in there is plenty of space. I don't have a spare one at hand, but there is a 2.1 amp 230 to 12 volt it's an LED power supply in there. It's probably a little bit excessive for this, because all it really has to do is run a couple of relays. And when I redesigned this, I designed it to take these kind of optocouple boards, 4-channel optocouple boards, just because I had so many of them laying around. But I did run into a few issues with that. Just because of the size of the relays, I'm assuming is a big part of it, and maybe on the inside they're not really up to the current, which I was concerned about. They're rated to 10 amp, and I thought even by halving that and assuming they're only good for 5 amp, the fact that there was 4, I thought maybe enough, but I don't know whether it's the relays or the circuitry on it. I'm assuming it's the relays, because I tried to take out the optocoupler circuitry and just run them as relays, and I had the same issues. So I've upgraded those just to a couple of double pole, double throw 12 volt relays in there now, and that seems to be working for now. I don't know what sort of longevity it's going to have, but I have found that there are like a pressure switch style, like the control circuit from a compressor, but for vacuum pumps. So if I'm having issues with this, then I'm going to order one of those and try that out. And I'll cover that again in a later video once I move on to the vacuum tables and I'm doing some vacuum molding. So just to show basically where I'm at with it. Now, nice and easy, on off at the top there, and then we've got the vacuum switch on there that will switch it off when we get up to pressure. So I'll just fire it up and we'll watch it drop out, and then I'll move the camera around and I'll show you actuating with the valve to let the pressure rise back closer to atmospheric, and then see the pump will kick in. So let's run through it. See, we're there just over, is that 25 inches of mercury, so I can adjust that up a little bit more, and we'll just dump the air out with the valve there. Now there we go. So that's where we're at with it. It's got a tiny little bit of a leak, but not enough to be a problem at this stage. And you see there I've got just some old pegboard that I'm going to use for the prototype for the vacuum table. But there we are. As you can see, just real quick, if you needed to, that's off there now. So just with the way that shroud is shaped, if you gave it a bit of a hit, you're more likely to hit the off switch than the on switch. So not exactly an emergency stop, but it sort of works as an analog for. So once I've got the molding table set up and the heater unit set up, we'll do some more videos on this, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching.